You don't need a massive budget to create a film that looks like it belongs in theaters. You just need vision, clever problem solving, and a few hard-earned filmmaking tricks. Filmmaking has changed. It's no longer about how much money you have, but how resourceful, passionate, and intentional you are. With the right techniques, you can create something cinematic that stirs emotion and holds its own against big-budget productions. This isn't about compromise. It's about creativity under pressure and making the most of what you have. Below are the filmmaking hacks that every modern indie filmmaker should know, use, and build on, starting today. 1. Master natural light. Learn to paint with the sun. Lighting is 80% of your image. It sets the mood, defines emotion, and guides focus. But lighting kits can be expensive. That's why natural light is your best ally. How to use natural light creatively. Shoot during golden hour. The first hour after sunrise and the last hour before sunset. The light is soft, directional, and warm, perfect for emotional or romantic scenes. Avoid harsh noon light. Midday sun creates strong shadows and harsh contrasts. Instead, film in the shade, or use diffusers. A white bedsheet or shower curtain works. Cloudy days are gold. The sky acts as a natural softbox, creating beautiful diffused light. Use bounce boards. White foam boards, aluminum foil, car windshield covers, or even a light t-shirt can reflect sunlight onto your subject, filling in shadows. Use windows wisely. A single window with blinds or sheer curtains can create gorgeous cinematic lighting indoors. Case study: The Florida Project, 2017, was largely shot using natural light, and it looks stunning. Director Sean Baker leaned into available lighting and still achieved a vibrant, textured film. Write around what you have. Reverse engineer your story. Forget building a world from scratch. Instead, build your story around the world you already have. The resource-based writing mindset. Start with this question: what do I already have access to? A laundromat? A friend's rooftop? A school hallway? A beach at sunset? An old truck? A vintage motorcycle? A creepy storage unit? Now ask, how can I tell a story using just this space or object? Have a friend with a rustic cabin? Maybe it's a thriller set over one stormy night. Have access to a barber shop? Maybe it's a day in the life short where secrets are revealed during one haircut. Live in a small apartment? Make a minimalist, performance-driven character study. Inspiration. The Sundance hit Thunder Road by Jim Cummings started as a one-location short film. It's raw, intimate, and entirely shot in a parking lot, with one actor and a camera. Use shallow depth of field. Blur the world, focus the heart. A shallow depth of field looks cinematic because it mimics how high-end lenses separate a subject from the background. How to get that look on a budget? Use prime lenses with low f-stops, f1.4 to EF 2.8. Budget-friendly options include Canon 50mm f1.8, Nifty 50, Meike or Viltrox manual lenses. Create distance between your subject and the background, between the camera and the subject. Use apps like Filmic Pro, iOS/Android, or Moment to simulate focus pulling and shallow depth on smartphones. Even subtle background blur adds depth, mood, and beauty, especially for emotional scenes. Static shots can feel lifeless, but smooth movement requires gear, right? Not always. You can create cinematic motion with $0 tools. Practical DIY tips. Use your body like a stabilizer. Keep your elbows in. Bend your knees. Walk like a ninja. Slow, deliberate steps. Repurpose tools. A tripod as a poor man's jib. Flip and pan slowly. A skateboard or roll-in chair for dolly shots. A car's trunk for tracking shots. Just be safe. Stabilize in post using software. Adobe Premiere Pro, Warp Stabilizer. DaVinci Resolve, built-in stabilization. iMovie or CapCut, basic options for beginners. Case study. Monsters, 2010, was shot with minimal gear and guerrilla techniques, yet feels polished thanks to thoughtful movement and composition. Enhance with sound. Because audio equals emotion. People will forgive shaky footage, but never bad sound. Poor audio kills immersion instantly. Your audio must be clear but consistent. Intentional audio tools. You can afford Rode Wireless Go or Boyabai M1 Lav mic. Zoom. H1N recorder. Even your smartphone with a lav mic can record clean dialogue. Don't forget, capture ambient sound, a few minutes of room tone, nature, cars, wind. Use Freesound, Zapsplat, or Epidemic Sound for atmosphere. Layer audio, footsteps, clothing rustle, distant barking, reverb. These details bring your world to life. Pro tip: if your scene is emotionally powerful, let the audio breathe. Silence is often more powerful than music. Dress the frame. Make every shot a painting. What's in the frame tells as much of the story as the actors. You don't need a production designer, you need intention. On a budget, use used books, string lights, vintage cups and mirrors. Hit thrift stores, flea markets, or use your own room decor. Add layers, items in the foreground, plants, lamps, midground, actors, and background. Windows, wallpaper. Think in themes. A messy desk says chaos. Clean minimalism says order or isolation. Rain on windows cast melancholy. Posters. Culture, interests, time period. Example. Lady Bird used real, lived-in sets and authentic objects to give the film texture and character. Color grade with purpose. Tone sets. The mood. Color grading makes your film feel cohesive. It's a storytelling tool, not just a visual filter. Tools. DaVinci Resolve, free. LEPs from Cinepax, Juan Malara, or IWLTB app. Basic grading tools in Premiere, CapCut, or Final Cut emotional color language. Blue cool tones, sadness, distance, isolation. Orange warm tones, intimacy, nostalgia, warmth. Desaturated realism, bleakness, loss. High contrast, stylized tension, grit. Don't just slap on a LUT, match your tone to your story. Creative editing, story is built in the cut. Filmmaking is rewriting with visuals, and editing is where your movie truly comes to life. Key editing hacks: use J-cuts and L-cuts for natural dialogue flow. Cut on movement to hide edits and keep pace. Add B-roll and reaction shots to fix continuity issues. Insert montages to collapse time and show evolution. Example: Edgar Wright, e.g. Baby Driver, Hot Fuzz, uses editing as storytelling, comedy, and rhythm. Tight editing makes your film feel professional, even if it was shot in one room with no crew. Keep it simple. Use constraints as a superpower. Simplicity isn't a limitation, it's a creative lens. When you remove the pressure of scale, you focus on character, emotion, and storytelling. The one-room film philosophy. One location. 2 actors. A story that unfolds in real time. Great examples. Room, 2015. Emotionally powerful with minimal settings. Lock, 2013. 1 actor in a car, full film. The Guilty, 2018. A man answers emergency calls, never leaves the room. Stillness, silence, and dialogue are tools. Don't be afraid to use them boldly. Final thoughts. Low budget, big vision. Low budget doesn't mean low quality, it means you. Thought about every frame, made the most of every moment, pushed creativity past convenience, focus on story over spectacle, emotion over effects, and resourcefulness over regret. Because in the end, audiences won't remember what camera you used. They'll remember how your film made them feel. So pick up what you got, write what you know, shoot with heart, edit with soul, and go make something great with what you already have.